Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you're giving today is true, correct, so help you God?
I do.
I do.
I do.
All right, you put your hand down. Okay, first on the docket, cause number 94, the study Donald Franklin Cross. Miss Dennis, good morning.
I'm sorry, Judge, I can barely hear you.
How about now? Is that better? I'll talk louder. Or you can turn your
It
sound
might
up.
be on my end. It's all the way up, but.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, you may proceed.
I do not see Mr. Cross on, oh, there he is. Okay. We're ready, Judge.
Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Cross, would you please state your full name for the record?
Gordon Tom Cross.
Okay. And what's your relationship to the decedent?
He was my father.
Okay. And did he die on about May 28, 2023?
Yes.
Was he residing in Chambers County when he passed away?
Yes.
To your knowledge, did he die without revoking his will that was dated May 17, 2011?
Yes.
Did he revoke that will, to your knowledge?
No. No.
Okay. Did he have any children born or adopted after that will was made?
No.
Did he have a marriage dissolve after that will was made?
No.
To your knowledge, at that time that will was made, was he of sound mind?
Yes.
And was he at least 18 years of age?
Yes.
Has 4 years elapsed since he passed away and the filing of this application?
No.
Was the state of Texas or any charity a devisee under this will?
No.
Now, the will appointed your sister, Shannon Cross, as the first independent executor. Is that correct?
Yes.
And she's declined to serve.
That's correct.
And why did she decline to serve?
Probably because she lives in Phoenix, Arizona, and I've been handling his affairs for the last
Okay.
5 years.
And you were the backup executor if she failed to serve. Is that correct?
Yes.
Is there any reason you were disqualified from serving as executor of this estate?
No.
Does a necessity exist for the administration of this estate?
I didn't understand the question.
Okay. Do you need to administer this estate? Is there things that need to be done?
Yes.
And you're asking the court to omit this will to probate and issue letters testamentary. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you're asking that the appraisers be waived.
Yes.
I have no further questions, Judge.
All right, everybody admit the will to probate and authorize letters. Thank you, Counselor. Mr. Cross.
Thank you, Judge. May we be excused?
You may be.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, cause number 96, state of Susan Taylor Hazelwood. Mr. Davidson, good morning.
Morning, Your Honor.
Mr. Hazelwood.
How you doing?
Good. How are you? You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Hazelwood has been sworn in. Please state your name for the court.
Ted B. Hazelwood.
And what was your relationship to the decedent, Susan Taylor Hazelwood?
She was my spouse.
And Susan passed away on September 17th of this year. Is that right?
That's correct.
And as a resident of Baytown, Chambers County, Texas.
I guess.
Beach City.
Beach City.
I know. Beach City, Baytown. It's in Chambers County, though.
Yes, it is.
And this court has jurisdiction in venue over this matter, and that she had a fixed place of residence in Chambers County at the time of her death. Is that right?
Yes, she did.
And to the best of your knowledge, the documents that have been filed with the court, which purport to be her last will and testament and the first codicil to her will. The will was dated August 10th of 91, and I'm showing you a copy of that. And then her first codicil was dated February 29th of 2000. To the best of your knowledge, these documents were not revoked, were they?
No, they were not.
Your Honor, I request that you take judicial notice that the original last will and testament and first codicil are in the court's possession.
So done. I'm looking at it as we speak.
There were no children born to or adopted by Susan after the date of these documents, were there?
No, there were not.
And there were no marriages dissolved after the date of these documents, were there?
No, there were not.
She was only married to you.
That's correct.
No state, governmental agency, or charitable organization is named in her will as a devisee, are they?
No,
And her will names you to serve as independent executor of her estate, and you are qualified to serve in that capacity, aren't you?
that's correct.
And not disqualified. Your Honor, this is a non-taxable estate. We request that the will be admitted to probate and that Mr. Hazelwood be appointed as independent executor of her estate. And the appraisers be named.
All right. Order the probating the will and first codicil. And authorize letter of testamentary. Thank you, Counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, take care.
Okay, we'll get you guys to move away.
All right, cause number 97, the state of Carmen Vale. Mr. Davidson, you're up on that one also.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm just moving some folks around the office or the conference room, and I'm going to call my witnesses to the decedent's handwriting first.
All right, I don't think we've sworn her in, have we? Or did we?
I had them all in there and they were sworn
You did.
in, but if you'd rather swear them in
No,
again,
that's
that's
fine.
fine.
No, you may proceed.
Okay. I call Tina Wilcox first. Please state your name for the court.
Tina Wilcox.
Okay, Ms. Wilcox, I'm showing you the document dated June 18th, 2013, which is the handwritten or holographic will of the decedent Carmen Vale. Do you recognize this as being her signature?
Yes,
And you were familiar with her signature, weren't you?
yes.
And how is that?
Through Christmas cards, birthday cards.
How
things
long,
like that.
how long did you know Miss Vale prior to her passing?
Let's see. 30 years.
In fact, you, as you indicated earlier, you were almost her daughter.
Yes,
So you were well acquainted and you're comfortable stating that this is in fact her signature.
yes,
This document stated June 18th of 2013. On that date, was she over the age of 18?
yes,
Was she of sound mind?
yes.
Your Honor, I pass this witness.
No questions, Counselor. Call your next witness.
Okay. I call Susie Turner. Ms. Turner, you've also been sworn in, is that correct?
Right,
And you also were familiar with Ms. Vale,
yes,
and you're familiar with her handwriting?
yes,
And so again, I'm showing you the document that's been filed with the court. This is a copy that purports to be her last will and testament, which was handwritten. You recognize that as being her signature?
yes,
And on the date, June 18th of 2013, was she over the age of 18?
yes,
Was she of sound mind?
yes.
And just for the court's benefit, how is it that you were familiar with her handwriting?
My mother and her mother were best friends, and my grandmother kept me and her daughter since we were 4 years old. So I've been like part of the family, and she's been part of she came and lived with us, the daughter, for the last 2 years of high school. So, it's like family.
Okay,
Yeah.
but you're confident that
Credit,
this is in fact
yeah,
her signature?
yeah. Birthday cards and, checks she's written me, and I've seen her signature.
Very good. Okay, Your Honor, I don't have any further questions for this witness.
Call your next witness, Counselor. Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Okay, got the applicant, Ronnie Vale.
Good morning.
Please state your name for the court.
Ronnie Vale,
And what was your relationship to the decedent, Carmen Vale?
I was her son.
Okay, and your mom passed away on October 27th, 2019 in Baytown, Chambers County, Texas at the age of 85. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And we got this filed within 4 years of her passing. Even though the hearing is happening after that, it was filed within 4 years. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And this court has jurisdiction and venue in that your mom had a fixed place of residence in Chambers County at the time of her death, didn't she?
Harris County. Baytown.
Okay, Your Honor.
Yes,
I'm going to
sir.
ask that you give me a moment to visit with Mr. Vale, and we will reconvene.
Okay. Yes, we will give you a moment. We'll set that
Yeah,
aside.
you can move
move
on.
on. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, let's see. Cause number 103, the state of Blanche Arnold. Mr. Fuller, good morning.
Good morning, Judge. I'll be testifying and I've been sworn in.
And you may proceed.
Your Honor, my name is Roy Fuller. The decedent Blanche E. Arnold was a client of mine for many years. She died on October the 2nd, 2023 in Chambers County, Texas. She was 94 years of age. 4 years have not elapsed since the date of her death. At the time of her death, she was resident domiciled in Chambers County. The original will, which is dated October 21st, 1986, has been filed with the court. And to my knowledge, that is her last will and testament. It was never revoked. I'd ask the court to take judicial notice of that original will, which is in the court's file.
So then,
there is a need for an administration of this estate. There were no children born or adopted after the execution of the will. The decedent did not have a marriage that was dissolved after the execution of the will. The will names the daughter, Linda Gale Keys, to serve as independent executor. And to my knowledge, there's no reason why she'd be disqualified. She's not committed a felony. The will does not name the state or governmental agency or charitable organization as a devizee. It's a non-taxable estate. Your Honor, we'd ask the court to waive the appraisers and admit the will to probate.
all right, everybody admits will to probate and authorize letters. Thank you, Counselor. Cause number 104, the state of James Monty Jr. You may proceed, Counselor.
Yes, Your Honor. James Monty Jr. was also a client of mine. He died on October the 27th, 2023 in Chambers County, Texas. He was 70 years of age. 4 years have not elapsed since the date of his death. At the time of his death, he was domiciled and had a fixed place of residence here in Chambers County. The original document, which was executed in my office before me, was dated June the 9th, 2023. To my knowledge, that will was never revoked. I'd ask the court to take judicial notice of that original will.
So then,
There is a need for administration of this estate. There were no children born or adopted after the execution of the will. He did not have a divorce or did not have a marriage that was dissolved after the execution of the will. The will names the surviving spouse, Jen Finn Key Monty, to serve as independent executor. And to my knowledge, she's qualified, not disqualified. She's never been convicted of a felony. The will does not name the state, governmental agency of the state, or a charitable organization as a devizee. It is a non-taxable estate. We'd ask the court to waive the appraisers and admit the will to probate.
so then,
Thank you, Judge.
have a good day.
Thank you.
All right, cause number 106, the state of John W. Bush. Mr. Bossy, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
And you may proceed.
Thank you. I'd like to call Kathy N. Bush. Would you state your name to the court, please?
Kathy N. Bush.
And your husband, John W. Bush, passed away on October 13th of 2023 at Beach City, Chambers County, Texas. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
And at that time, he had a fixed place of residence at Beach City, Chambers County, Texas. Is that correct?
Yes.
Decedent, I have got in front of me a copy of decedent's of Mr. Bush's will that was dated March 21st of 2022. Do you recognize this copy as a copy of his will?
Yes.
And Your Honor, I would ask for judicial notice that the original is on file with the court.
So then,
And to the best of your knowledge, had he ever revoked the will after he made it?
No.
And was he ever divorced after making the will?
No.
Were any children ever born to or adopted by him after he made the will?
No.
The will names you to serve as independent executor, and I've covered the qualifications of executor with you. Are you representing to the court that you're qualified to serve as executor?
Yes.
And the estate's going to have some, there's nothing in the will that leaves any devise to a government or a charitable organization. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you're still trying to determine the full extent of the estate, and you're asking that appraisers be waived at this time. Is that right?
Correct.
I pass the witness, Your Honor.
no questions, and everybody admits the will to probate and authorize letters. Thank you, Counselor.
Yeah, thank you, Judge. Nice seeing you again.
You too, Ms. Bush.
Thank you.